This is an unboxing of a device called the Padcaster, and as you might guess from the name, it's a device that works with your iPad. And this is a Padcaster and a Lenscaster combo. So if I just open it up here, I'll show you what you actually get. It's a surprisingly simple device that some people seem to love and other people seem to hate, because it doesn't really do a lot, but at the same time it could prove to be quite useful. This is just a one-page sheet of instructions, nothing terribly exciting there. That is the actual Padcaster device itself, and underneath a handful of accessories. So what is the Padcaster? It is this, and it is no more, no less than a metal frame with a urethane insert into which you insert your iPad. And as you can see, these edges on the frame sort of have a slight lip to them. And so you insert your iPad in here and it is held in place by these lips. There is a hole here and here through which the camera of the iPad can peer. And you're thinking, okay, so what's the point of that then? Now I've just put my iPad in a big metal and plastic frame. Yes, you have. And it's for videography, the idea being that having put it in this frame, the frame has a set of holes around it, and not just any old holes, they are in fact threaded screw holes at standard sizes for video accessories. So for example, here on the bottom, this hole and this hole is designed so you can attach it to a standard tripod head. Therefore, with your iPad in here, and this bolted to a tripod head, you can stick it on a stand, and that means your iPad is now tripod mountable for video. But there's more. Oh yes, because these holes here, again, standard sizes for accessories. So for example, you might get a small video light and attach it here, or a microphone here, which you would then wire around and plug into the microphone socket on the iPad. And it's just essentially, yes, it is just a metal frame, but the idea is it makes it a lot easier to add standard video accessories to your iPad. So if you are a fan of iPad shooting, put it in this case, and then you can easily add microphone, light, whatever other accessories you want to add. And that in a nutshell is it. It's a very simple idea, but it does mean that you can add bits that you might want while video shooting. For example, if you are a reporter for a local newspaper, you might well carry an iPad with you for filing copy and things, and maybe taking a few simple videos for your website. How much easier then to carry it in this, stick it on a stand, have a microphone and light, and you can instantly do little pieces to camera for yourself, or interviews, or whatever, much easier than just holding the iPad in one hand and a video light up here, and I don't quite know how you'd hold the microphone. So that is the general gist of it. Now, this being the Padcaster and Lenscaster pack, you do get an additional bit, which is this, again, another metal frame, and the idea of this is that it gets mounted on the edge here. You've got the holes through which it would be bolted, and they supply you with the screws. And having bolted that on, you can see that metal frame then is perfectly surrounding the hole through which the iPad's camera would point. And although you probably can't see it on this video, I'll tell you now, this hole here on this adapter is a threaded 72mm. I think it's 72. Hold on, let me check the instructions, fairly sure. Yes, 72mm thread. So you can now screw on filters such as UV filters, polarizing filters, wide angle adapters and so on and such like. And that gives you a sort of scope of changing the way your iPad shoots video. If you put a wide angle on, you get a much wider angle of view. You could put a zoom or a telephoto on and get closer into the action. Or just put filters on like polarizing or UV or whatever, or ND filters to bring the brightness down a bit if you're filming outside. So a very simple device, but with a certain purpose to it. And as I say, a lot of people on the internet either love this and say it's just the best thing since sliced bread, or they say what a ridiculous idea. I quite like it, I think. Certainly if you were out filming video on your iPad and you wanted to plug in an external microphone and you wanted a light, it would be a palaver of bits left, right and centre. Having it in this frame certainly makes shooting with it a lot easier. Now, they've also supplied here this accessory, which is a very simple 1/4-20 screw on the bottom and a standard video cold shoe on top. And again, the idea of that is it screws into one of these holes and gives you a mounting on which you can put standard video accessories. So that's quite nice. One minor disappointment, according to this list of instructions, there should have been a 72 to 58 millimeter step down thread adapter, but I do not have one, so I don't know if the instructions are out of date or if it's simply missing in my kit. But that's it. Very simple unboxing of the Padcaster. The people who make this are currently doing a Kickstarter campaign. At the time of filming this video, there's about, I think, 2 weeks left on the campaign to bring out a smaller version of this for the iPad mini, which, again, if you like this idea, you'll presumably like the idea of the iPad mini version of it. So if you want to head over to Kickstarter, look for the Padcaster mini, and that's where, if you want to get involved in that, you can. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing, nice and short and sweet. If you did, give the video a like, and why not subscribe to the channel as well. And of course, you're very welcome to leave comments and questions below. Thanks for watching.